Welcome to this round 7 FFA Cup qualifying round match. Now, very, very cold Paisley Park tonight. Altona Magic taking on Northcote City. Mark Van Aken with you by my side, as you can see. Matt McNamara. G'day, Matty.
Evening, Mark. Nice cold night. It's it's going to be very exciting. Not a big crowd in, unfortunately, is there?
Big enough on the far side. Not too many people on the hillside.
Bit too cold over
where
here.
we are. That's right. We're the lucky ones sitting in the booth. But anyway, let's have a look at the lineups tonight for this big, big match. First off, the home side, Altona Magic. We'll just wait for that one, of course. NPL 2 just cruising at the moment in second place. Not so much for Northcote City in NPL 1. Anyway, let's go through it. Number 20, Rani Dewisha. Number 2, Liram Almazi. Number 4, Daniel Midwali. Number 5, Troy Ruthven. Number 6, John Stoichevsky. Number 8, Melvin Beckett. Number 9, John McShane. Number 11, Ben Litvin. Number 15, Mark Pistonetzi. Number 7, Rob Stamblesiv. And number 18, Marinos Gasparis. On the bench, Michael Stark, Darcy Zarafova, Robert Namoski, Jordan Wilkes and David Trajanowski.
Yeah, pretty much as expected, I think, from Altona. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Well, don't change your good formula because they're going well. They've won 3 of their last 5 games in the league. Let's have a look at Northcote City. Number 32, Philip Petrosky in goal. Number 4, Charlie Beverley. Number 8, Paul Swithenbeck. Number 14, Anthony Theodoropoulos. Number 15, Adrian Mancini. Number 16, Jaden Mataferi. Shouldn't mispronounce that name. And number 18, Jacob Eliopoulos. Number 20, Adrian Bolus. Number 26, the veteran Lambros Honos. Number 44, Daniel Dixon. And number 45, Jerry Saliados. On the bench, Fraser Chalmers, George Stavridis, Anthony Ramsey, Noah Mialidis and Andrew Doig. What about that lineup? How much have you been following Northcote City this season?
Well, Jacob Eliopoulos, number 18, makes his debut for Northcote tonight. Well, he returns to Northcote anyway, back from Cyprus. We've also got Adrian Boglis, former Altona Magic player, released just before the transfer window closed at the end of the first transfer window. He's back tonight to see the excellent footage coming through from VidNet.
Absolutely. Now, you can follow, of course, the action all through us. Well, you're watching us. Anyway, if you're watching us, you know how to see us through the FFA Facebook page or, of course, YouTube. And don't forget the hashtag Magic of the Cup if you want to have a chat to us throughout the evening. Although, excuses if we don't get to you too much because we'll be calling the game. Now, not great form in the league of late for Northcote City. Had a 5-2 loss to Oakley on the weekend. Just 1 win in their last 5 games. A 1-0 win over Golden Valley Suns last out for Altona Magic as they line up for the hand clapping. And a little fun fact I didn't know, James McGarry played with Aaron Moy at St. Mary. Did not know that.
Did he really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
See what you learn when you read the media guide?
Is Gaz playing?
James McGarry.
No.
No, he's not. So it's an irrelevant fact.
But that's okay.
Where is he? Where's the big fella?
Not too sure. Not too
cold.
sure. Jack Morgan in the middle looks like the referee. He had my lot a couple of weeks ago 3 weeks ago in an FFA Cup game. Gave us nothing, of course, young Jackie, but you know how it is. But no, he's a great lad, one of the better referees.
And now looking to get to the next round for the very first time is the Northcote City side, the Northcote Hercules, as they like to be called. Altona's best result has been the 5th round back in 2016. So they've gone a long way. Just announced today or yesterday by the FFA, the national round of 32 draw will be on June 26. And for the first time, there's going to be an October final on October 31, Halloween. So it could be a spooky
they've gone the midweek final option again, which has gone down quite well. So they've got the semi-finals on a weekend and the final midweek. So anyway,
there has been a lot of format changes, so check out the FFA Cup website. It's theffacup.com.
How good's this footage, Mark? How good's this?
It is very good. It's
roving around the ground. We've got all different cameras here.
We do, and is it Days Barks? He's got to get off the pitch though. he's sprinting off now.
He's getting off. I think he was at the limit of the camera as well. But both teams never been in the FFA Cup, the round proper, as you might call it, the round of 32. So both teams trying to get in that round of 32, and it will be interesting to see who gets there. What's your tip, big fella? We get underway.
Look, I think at home, Altona Magic. I know they're in the lower division, but they are flying. They're in second spot. In 11th place, Northcote. They're not really in the relegation zone, but they want to get carry on with it. It's, of course, Northcote City in the blue. Almost a handball there coming through from Mataferry.
I think Northcote will do them tonight.
Well, there we go.
I'm up against you, but don't think Eagle will like that one when he wishes the game back. But I think Northcote, we might just hit the wood over him.
If you are watching around Australia, it is freezing conditions here. When we say freezing, check the weather. It couldn't be more than 4 or 5 degrees. This ball flies into the area. Northcote have to clear up into the grandstand area here. Yes, it's sitting in the 11th spot. Only Bulleen, probably the only team looking doomed in the NPL 1 this season with only 5 points so far. Attack again, Altona through the right. Throw to come.
Good to see Zora Markovsky of Avondale just giving a bang on the window, mate, letting us know that he got through last night and get to the next round.
Big smile on his face, absolutely. Throw through the middle for Northcote. Calling, screaming for the ball out in the right-hand side is Ziliadis, who's got some sort of, I'm about to see it here, not sure what that is on his head. Into the area. They're patient, the build-up, it wasn't there. They're going to come the other way now. The Magic, nice little step over there from Melvin Beckett. Maintains possession. Hits the right. Got to say, those silver numbers on the back of the...
Very hard to see. Is that a unique kit tonight for the Altona Magic?
It's not. Well, I've been calling the Magic for quite a bit of the season, and yeah, I haven't seen it before. Anyway, in comes Stoichevsky. Still Stoichevsky. Big bang in, takes a deflection, and it hits the side netting. And I tell you what, they're calling for a corner here. Petrovsky. And that did definitely come off Petrovsky. So, corner to come for the Magic. I think Petrovsky more just upset with his... What's he upset with there? He's just his defenders, I think.
Yeah, I think so. It's the ball just being whipped in nice and close.
Still in play. Cleared now. Ziliadis. Does well to get past Beckett. Altona now working it through the middle. And there's been some number changes for Altona because I've got number 9 down as John McShane. That ain't John McShane.
So definitely a new kit.
50th anniversary, of course, for Altona this year. And celebrating in style, they would hope, with another promotion, a second promotion in as many seasons, but right now their mind is on the FFA Cup.
They're very keen to progress this year. Invested quite heavily with a lot of work done around the club as well. Not just, clubs talk around player budgets and stuff, Mark, as we see. Is it Stoichevsky?
It was Stoichevsky and Mancini just getting into his back. They both rose to their feet quickly. This. Headed down by the young fella, Almazi, just 20 years old. Shows maturity beyond his age. He's Big part of their championship season last year and part of their promotion. Calling him for it in the middle there was Dixon. Now they'll reset from the back. The leg down the right wing is Mancini. Here he is. He's going to get chopped off though by Stochesti. Rani Dewisha on alert. Going long early.
Very cagey start, isn't it? Not too much happening.
Yeah, it is. It's maybe the weather conditions too. The players just wanting to, again, another long one. Eric Vasiliades is getting a contract extension this week through to 2019. So a long tenure, certainly longer than his tenure at the Knights last season. Which I wouldn't blame him too much for that. They were down a slippery slope now into the area. Top of the box, another chance. Good defending by Northcote.
It's Adrian Boglis, the former Altona player. Stands out quite a lot, matey, on his toes. Nice, big, tall, strong lad.
Absolutely. Now a
very
long
quick
one.
too. Just Boglis again, I think.
It is. Wanted to come inside, but the defence was there. Reset. Altona need to clear here. Now on a run here is Eliopoulos. Honos. Ziliadis. Puts it in the middle. Ooh, flies across the face. And I'm not sure who that Northcote player was.
It's like Danny Dixon.
It was Danny Dixon, and he didn't get too far away from connecting with that one. Let's have another look. Yeah, just threw his body at it. And you suspect if he got it right, Rani Dewisha would have been in trouble. All the hands go up, wanting to throw. In fact, that is McShane in 9, so I'm really having trouble.
I was just having a look.
I'm having trouble with these numbers. North a little easier. White on the blue. Probably coming to Mancini. In fact, they go past 10. Mancini might have been the better option. He's getting ignored here, so now he wants to get into the action himself. Long one down the line, but going absolutely nowhere.
Not very eventful so far, is it, Mark?
No.
Not much going on.
In. FFA Cup, round 7 action here. 0-0. Long one. It's the holding of a shirt there from McShane. He was lucky to get away with that. Now Lipton, the Queenslander, who's lit it up so far in the MPL 2. Beckett chasing, can't quite get there. Now they're a chance, Altona.
Very hard to see these numbers.
Well, there's going to be a goal coming up here. Oh, what a great save, but still might be there. Brilliant save there by Petrovski.
Well, how have they missed it?
Well, they've hit it straight to him, but he's had to do a lot of work to get to it, so that was almost a certain opener. There's the ref. Finds a foul, so let's have another look. Just taking the shot there was Gasparis.
We should have done better, Gaspar, in that situation there as well. So, good save. Bit of feedback coming through.
Beckett coughs it up. In fact, it was Dixon that, in fact, Boglis sent it out. In front of, no doubt, a partisan home grandstand here at Paisley Park. Northcote can come again. Down the left, offside flag goes up. Dixon still gives a thumbs up, says good pass, my bad. That one, down the line. Just battling beautifully there with Scamblesev. Now they're working in tight spaces. Altona. Chance to come, top of the D. But they're coming back in numbers. They're defending well. I think Wiley's had a bit of work to do in the early going. But he's done it well. Ball goes over halfway.
Some drama up in Sydney at the moment, Mark. There's a game, another qualifier. The Tarrawanna Blueies. They're an association club, which is probably the equivalent to one of our state league clubs, probably a little bit below that, I think. They're playing against Hakoa, a famous club.
Yes, of course.
What are they called? Sydney East Hakoa? No, bit of a separate team. And that one's been postponed at the moment. The floodlights are turned off. So,
well, the last time I was here, the lights did go out
I think I was
15 minutes early.
I was here that night, big fella. Brunswick?
Yes, it was Brunswick.
It's happened a few times, hasn't it?
Brunswick City.
Club obviously proudly sponsored by what's the sponsor?
Electricity Wizard.
Electricity Wizard. No,
and of course,
Igor is a sponsor.
Is the owner, and he carefully explained, because there was accusations at the time because they were down that they were doing it on purpose, but the game is that far in that it was going to always be called regardless.
Correct.
You've got to love people that stand in front of your commentary box. They're clearly clever.
No shame. No shame. Magic of the cup, mate, they call it. It is raining, so everyone's trying to get a bit of cover. We have locked the door too, big fella. There's no
Rutherford.
No one's coming in here.
No, they're not coming in here, that's for sure.
That Tarrawanna game, thank you to Arnold Jackson, has just kicked off. You see some pictures there of the rain. It's a bit worse than I thought it was, actually. There it is.
Look at that.
It looks all nice from inside our cosy warm box.
I was going to say, we're complaining about the weather here. We'll take the little drizzle we've got.
Comments coming through. Steve says, go Olympic. We're checking out those results tonight as well, Steve. We'll try and keep you updated where we can. So the Illawarra Premier League is level 6. That's a fair whack down to be still in the cup.
Well,
in the previous round, I know they had another association club as well, so there was always that dream tie coming up where one of the minnows can try and come through.
Especially when you do get to play sort of ex-NSL clubs like Olympic, like Hakoa. It's not quite as glamorous, I guess, as playing one of the A-League clubs in the round of 32, but for a 6th division club,
well,
it's certainly a great effort.
If you get to the round of 32 in your Altona, do you want an A-League club or do you want an NPL club? What do you want?
Well, that's always the debate, and depending who you talk to.
If you talk to the president or the treasurer. The treasurer wants an A-League club, and the president wants to go as far as he can normally.
Well, as we know, Heidelberg United still living off that massive crowd against Melbourne City.
Yeah, 10,000 people, $20 a head. You do the maths, mate.
Ooh, sliding in there.
Good challenge.
Pistonitzi. Stochevsky. That's going to be a bridge too far. And also a little bit of manhandling there from Mancini. That's his job. Now Stambosev to the far post. He's still in here. Shot just scuffed off. Getting cleared by the Altona, by the Northcote City defence rather. And a very high foot there. A free kick in a decent spot here. Troy Rutherford. In better conditions, you'd give him a shot. Here, you reckon it's going to be...
Oh, he's having a dig, mate.
A little tough. Oh,
He's
he'll
having
have a dig. No doubt about that.
Skid off the floor, bounce 3 or 4 yards in front of the keeper.
Getting some advice from Gasparis.
It's going to be some hit from here, though, wouldn't it?
Oh, let's find out. It's hit low. Probably needed to be, as you said, a kind of 9-iron kind of deal.
Probably one of my drivers would be better, mate. Just skid on the floor as long as it can.
He's gone with a 2-iron. Anyway. So a chance goes begging, albeit not a fantastic one there.
We do have a lot of games on tonight, Mark. We've got 2 big games in Victoria. Port Melbourne taking on the Moreland Zebras. Obviously this one here between Altona Magic and Northcote. We've got a huge amount of games around the country as well. Sydney having their FFA Cup night tonight. So we see the ball just whipped into the area.
In and a good save. Solid mark.
Big one in Queensland too, mate. Moreton Bay United, no strangers to getting up in the cup. Playing against Olympic. My friend Benny Khan managing Olympic. And Olympic currently leading 1-0. So we'll try and keep you updated with results around the country. We mentioned Hakoah before. They're winning 1-0 already.
Rutherford just tried to take on too much traffic there. Come back again, Northcote. Going to be a shot. Taking a deflection. Goes in the back of the net, won't count. Flag goes up for offside. Pitch tonight, slippery, as you can imagine. Relatively good condition. Gasparis goes long. Shane waiting in the middle. Just needed to get the ball to him, he couldn't. Feliadis. They're giving him some room here, and there's some room on the other side, and that is one that Adrian Bolus is not going to be happy with. It's landed out in the freight line.
Not his best effort, was it?
No, from there you should be doing a lot better and being smart enough just to keep it low. Sure, DeWisher was coming, making himself big, but so nearly 20 minutes played here. FFA Cup round 7 action. Straight into the nether regions of the referee there. This is some good build-up. Beckett, inside, will it be offside? It will. And it missed regardless.
Well, can I take you around the grounds, Mark? We'll go around the grounds.
You might as well while we're waiting for a goal kick.
A few goals in the last few minutes. Port Melbourne 0, Moreland Zebras 1. NPL 2 side, Moreland Zebras taking an early lead against Adam Pittick's Port Melbourne. So a little bit of an early upset. Sydney Olympic and Apia, 2 ex-NSL clubs. Man, I know you're a big NSL fan.
Absolutely.
Sydney Olympic 0, Apia 1. So it's 1v2 in the New South Wales NPL. And they're playing tonight for the chance to get through to the round of 32. And Apia up 1-0 at the moment. And Rockdale have just equalised against Blacktown City. So 2 goals in that game in 2 minutes. Blacktown took the lead quickly before Rockdale scored again. Rockdale have Ante Kovic, I believe, as well in goals from memory. So we've got quite a few. I will
take your word for it.
Yeah, Ante Kovic. I think Reedy's the coach as well. Played for Adelaide United. So quite a lot of ex-A-League players floating around the NPL, as we know.
Well, Ante Kovic famously was nearly playing for Green Gully the night they upset Central Coast Mariners. They couldn't get him as a guest player. FFA didn't allow it. Apparently a former Socceroo doesn't qualify as a guest in a suburban competition. Bit of editorial for you there.
That'd be your mate, wouldn't it? Making those calls. Does a good job, though.
Actually, it was.
Probably was.
And there was a pretty to the point phone call that afternoon. Moving on, we are past the 20-minute mark. Arm wrestle here at Paisley Park. Throw to come. Plenty of commentary coming from outside the box here as well. He'll take this. It's going to be Honos.
Another goal. MPL 2, Hills Brumbies take lead against Bonnyrigg. I know we're not the Sydney broadcast, mate, but I'm a big fan of the Sydney MPL.
No, it's fine.
I watch a lot of games.
People watching this, they want to see what's hear what's happening
if you're watching this, you're a football tragic, so I think they'll want to know.
Honos not happy with the one-man wall that's in front of him. Dangerous position here. Floats in, but just didn't give it enough air. Seen away straight away by Gasparis. Petrosky. Wiley. A few headers in a row. That one was apparently illegal from the skipper, Danny Dixon. Push up is the call from Eric Vasiliadis. You don't envy the coaches out there on the bench tonight.
It looks good now, monitor, doesn't it? But you see the rain. He's tumbling down still.
Now a foot race. And Gasparis wins. Comes back inside. In fact, that was Eliopoulos. Wrong team.
You're doing well, mate.
Killing it. Just batting 1,000. Melvin Beckett has been relatively lively early, as he always is.
Some comments coming through. Daniel Isaac, obviously a very great, well, inverted, was it? Quotation marks. Yes, great referee. Says Jack Morgan, nice haircut. Good to see you happy with that one. So heaps of great comments going through. The Hills Brumbies have 5 futsal roos, mate. So they're a lot of futsal players. Interesting.
You wouldn't want to mess around with them in the 18-yard box, that's for sure.
Yeah, not too many of them down in Melbourne, are there? No, Sydney's a very, very popular place for futsal. I'll give you a quick tip, mate. There's not much happening down here for that. And Spirit FC are dominating their game as well. They're playing against Marconi Stallions. Marconi Stallions, another NSL club, mate. The NSL
story club in Australian football.
They're everywhere. So they're MPL 1, but being dominated by Spirit FC. Friend of mine, David Perkovic, coaches that mob. So good luck to Perko tonight.
And Sini will get it back. Bit of a wall pass over the top. Doing well here. There's Boglis, but not well enough. In fact, he's done well enough. Marzi had work to do there. Throw to come Northcote City. Halfway through the first half here. Ziliados into the box. There's still a chance here. Wind up, but in the end, it's very limp shot there from Honos, the veteran. Ronnie DeWish has seen something. Wants to play it out from the back. Now Marzi. He goes long. Header over the top. Ruff and Petrosky, rather, will clean up. Having to retreat there, Eliopoulos. Didn't get any passing lanes coming his way. Trying to work it down the right. Yeah, the middle. That was Ruthven. Ilmazi, long way from home, gets a shove in the back. And now has to circle back pretty quickly.
Well, was it 25 minutes gone?
Yeah, the 26th, absolutely.
No great heights yet, mate.
Well, the only real massive chance did come Altona's way, but Petrosky was equal to it. From memory, it was Gaspardas putting in the shot. One over halfway. A tumble. Little shove in the back there. Ruthven down the right, but the run's too far. John McShane, though, putting his hand up, saying, not a bad try, son. I reckon these are the conditions that John McShane would be used to and would thrive in. He's not getting a lot of sort of supply down there at the moment, although here it comes. Just landing on his backside there was Swithenbank. Doing well there was Boglis to win the throw for Northcote City. Which way will this go? This will go Altona's way. Anthony Boglis on screen. Adrian Boglis.
It's a cold night, mate. You'll be forgiven. Becker's not too happy down there with his team not pressing quick enough. Really trying to get some encouragement out to them. See Altona just bursting through the middle.
Here comes Beckett. He'll have to hold it up. He's going to get a bit of tension here from Theodoropoulos.
Oh, it's a good strike. Good was it saved or deflected? I can't.
Let's have a
Can't
look.
quite tell.
Beckett was patient build up and I reckon it just missed. I mean, maybe.
It's out for a corner. I think he might have got a touch from
I reckon
Petrosky.
Petrosky might have got a mid on it and the referee agrees.
Well, he's taken over as the number one. Recently, Phillip. Phillip was the number two for a while. Fraser Chalmers started off as number one for Northcote. But Phil, formerly of the Golden Valley Suns and a former Northcote player himself as well, comes back in.
So straight in the middle of the 18-yard box. But a good chance on the counter.
Oh, numbers to his left if he can get his head up.
Beckett's doing well though, he's harassing.
Still on.
Now Northcote, they've got some space. Bit Whaley's there though. Will he get there? Rani Dewisha came, flies over the top, and Dewisha not happy.
No, they broke very, very well, did they, Northcote? Great defending from Beckett, though.
Let's have a look how this all unfolded there. Over the top, and
yeah, Boglis just trying to dink the keeper. Dewisha did well, keeping himself up as long as he could, making himself nice and big.
and I reckon it was Stocheski that Rani Dewisha was having a few words to there. Always love the keepers when they're...
Get a bit excited, don't they?
They do, with their defenders when they're not defending. It was offside indeed, sir. So a decent enough crowd is built up, mostly packed under the roof, as you can see there. Just nearly tripping over his own feet there was Honos. Still got the ball. They're going to come all the way back. Leopoulos. Long diagonal one out to the left. It's brought down well. Now, some space for Swithenbank. Needs to look his head up. Put his head up. Theodoropoulos. Player goes down for Altona. Just almost got there, Northcote City. I'll tell you what. Eliopoulos there, getting a little touchy-feely with John McShane, which he wouldn't mind.
Big boy McShane, isn't he?
Sure
nice
is.
Strong.
I was going to say, he wouldn't mind the body contact. There he is. Big lad.
Now, who told you James McGarry played with Moy? Because I know McShane played with Moy.
Yes.
Has someone stitched you up?
I reckon I've been stitched up.
Because I just remember that when I saw him on screen. I had a comment with him a couple of weeks ago about it. So there's a bit of an injury here as well for Altona, Mark.
Yeah, the player down is Lidfin. He hasn't been sort of seen too much tonight. He's been very good since coming down from Queensland.
There's the best in the business, though, Johnny Markov, Dr. Johnny Markov. Champion. He really, he knows what's going on, mate, and if he can't fix him, we're in trouble. But the boot's off for Litvin. I'm not sure if he's just copped a little knock on the foot. Just trying to see. Doesn't look like he's in pain.
Looks like he's in pain to me. I don't think it's going to end his night, but he's probably going to need some attention on the sideline. Players on the bench. Zarafa, Nomovsky, Wilkes, and Trajanovsky.
Just trying to figure out what's going on. Has he ripped his socks?
You don't come off for a ripped sock, do you?
I'm just trying to figure it out. He's got his boot off and Johnny hasn't looked at him.
Goranovsky looking a little bit forlorn there.
Come on, boys, wake up!
So Altona, they just get on with it. Ball down the right, that one's too ambitious. There's still half a chance there. Or Stamble-Sev.
Two big units right in front of our commentary box, Mark.
Yeah, bloke about 6'4", standing directly in front of me.
Might get a bit of a knock on the window in a second.
He might have some words at halftime. Now, back to the action. We'll get you to have a look around the grounds for us in a few seconds' time. Nick Wiley.
Just doing some security patrols at the moment, mate. Just trying to get the front of the box fixed up.
Northcote. They attack.
No worries. It's all right. Mate, security coming now. We've got some dramas. No one wants to move.
Yeah, okay, mate. Back to it.
Might have to go and...
Shot comes out to the right. Now, calling for cover is Vasiliadis. And he's getting it because it's coming back in numbers. They're coming back in numbers beautifully there. Northcote City to block off what was a dangerous situation and end up with the pill.
So not too keen to move these blokes in front of us. Appreciate their support tonight. I think I know whose son he's got as well. So
okay,
all good. We'll no worries. Might have to make a few calls. Well, between us, mate, there's probably a good 350 kilo, 300 odd kilos here, mate. I think we can go and get a scrum going, mate. Just push and just see what happens.
Well, wrong sport for that. But anyway, Mitt Whaley.
We think it is. We can't see him because the bloke in the hoodie in front of us is blocking the.
Well, that's definitely
blocking the
Rani.
path.
That's definitely Rani because he's wearing fluorescent green. Whaley again. Altona spread. there he is. In fact, no, they're standing in front of the old benches.
They're okay.
Much improved, basically, Champions League kind of EPL style benches this season at Paisley Park. Previously, the players had to use the old Bunnings chairs. On a night like this, they'll appreciate the fantastic new bunkers. So there have been some improvements made here at Paisley Park, including where we're sitting right now in the media box on the far side.
They've done a great job, haven't they? The Eagles invested heavily.
All that dream of getting back into the NPL 1, which is on target so far with 26 points, just sitting one behind the Maulin Zebras. There's the benches.
They are good, aren't they? I was there last night, Mark, of course. Knocked out to Avondale, unfortunately. But we give them a good run. First 20 minutes. Not the rest of the game, but the first 20 minutes.
Your boys, Richmond.
Yeah, we did quite well, but not to be, unfortunately. I'll go around the ground in a moment. Get some updates, a few goals.
Altona come again. Stocheski. Side to Mid-Wiley. Melvin Beckett, rather. Mid-Wiley's had a lot of work to do tonight. He's done it well, though.
Good switch from Gasparis.
Referee didn't like what he saw there, no.
Handball picked up from Jack Morgan. Pistaninzi. All just catching him on the arm. So a few goals to report, mate. Moreton Bay United have equalised against Olympic up in Queensland. So Moreton Bay 1, Olympic FC 1. And Blacktown City, Mark Crittenden's team. Now, I could be wrong, but I think they're the only NPL team to have qualified for every single FFA Cup so far. And they're currently 2-1 up at Rockdale, so they're winning away from home. 2-1 up at the moment, just before half-time. And Hakoa, 2-0 up as well. So they've doubled their advantage against the association team Tarrawanna. But we look a long way from a goal here, big fella, don't we?
Yeah, look, it's barely been a shot fired in anger in the opening 38 minutes here. Wonder what the message will be from each coach at half-time. Neither side really being dominant. High boot there from an Altona player. Was let go. I think it might have been Gasparis. Mid-Wiley. Thinking about spreading it to the left. Instead goes long, looking for McShane. Flag goes up. But no, referee's just seen a foul. Chopped off. Beckett. So I reckon if the goal's going to come, it's going to come from Melvin Beckett. Low centre of gravity. On a night where it's getting more and more slippery underfoot. Here he is again. Now, down the right-hand side. Theodoropoulos. Duisha, less than convincing clearance. Beckett gets put on his bum. Here he is again. You can just see that defence keeping their shape beautifully at the back, Northcote City. And that'll be starting to frustrate Altona. Again, that's probably the only one you're going to get through with one of those long ones over the top into the area. McShane could only get a little toe poke to it. Turns around. Where will this one land? Will be a throw. McShane just having a little laugh for the assistant referee. Long one down the right. Again, just nothing doing for Altona.
We're still searching for some real action. Approaching half time. We'll see what this corner can give us.
It's going to be taken by Stambosev. Needs to get in the middle there because McShane's there, but it goes near post. McWally has a swing and a miss. Beckett brings it down well, keeps it well. Still in possession. The Magic into the 18-yard box. Shot blocked. It's good work there by Honos to get in the way.
They can't see through there, please. You stand up, Casey. So can you stand over there because they get to watch the game. Huh? People will pay their ticket. Hey, that's fine. If you stand over there, that'll be good. I don't want to start an argument. The man needs to have you over here. Is you alright? You were supposed to ring me before. It's really low control.
The rain starting to team down here at Paisley Park.
Looks like our problem's being resolved outside too, Mark. Not too many people willing to move around.
Uali, Stocheski. Again, another long one for McShane. Can't win it. Does fall, and that one's well wide.
Was that bad? Didn't even get to the goal. He's completely mishit it. So, well, we are approaching half time. 3 minutes to go. What's your team talk, Mark? What do you think? You happy if you're either side right now?
Well, you're not unhappy. Or,
here we go.
Nor are you happy. Can Altona score one? The death of half time. There's still 3 to play.
This has got extra time penalties written absolutely all over it, hasn't it?
It does. Some of the regular sort of, I guess, stars, inverted commas, for Altona. Not getting a lot of it today.
Bogless on his left, where he likes to be.
Got it in again. It's a good ball. Almost got there, Honos. They've got to decide if they want to go long or be cute. They kind of went halfway between both. Now Siliadis, limp one into the box. Pretty easy work for Duisha.
The rain really coming down now, may as well. You hear it smashing against the coaches' boxes.
I'm not sure we've quite got what they had up in Sydney, but in fact, well, maybe we do.
Bit hard to see from here, isn't it?
It is. Starting to work a little bit better at the moment, Altona. McWiley. Up is the call from Grononosanowski. You're the tactician, mate. What needs to change for both teams in the second half?
Well, there needs to be some bit more energy. I think both teams are quite conservative, very defensive, making sure they don't concede. If you don't concede, you don't lose in these sort of games, and it can often take over that sort of approach. So a little bit more aggression. Who can I look to do that? I mean, Honos hasn't really touched the ball very much for Northcote, and he can be so influential, as we both know. So we'll see the fourth whistle indicating 1 minute of added time. I've already played almost half of that. Well, here we go. A little bit of a scuffle. Handbags, though, wouldn't it? Yes. Really.
Little Melvin Beckett.
Nothing in
taking on Paul Swithenbank.
I see here.
In fact, it was
Troy Ruthven.
Ruthven, the man.
Little ankle tap, headlock.
Actually, I tell you what.
But well refereed, though. Just get on with it, lads. Move on. Stop mucking about. Cut out by Stoichevsky. It's quite solid, Johnny Stoichevsky, isn't he?
He is.
Drive forward.
Just a nice whack in the back from Swithenbank.
Thanks very much.
Starting to get a bit of aggro in the game.
Yeah. Ooh. Still got a late challenge there as well as we approach the end of the first half. Maybe Northcote with one final chance. Oh, that's a nasty challenge.
It's going to be a yellow card.
And it's the first yellow card of the game. McWiley.
It's going to be the last after what we've seen in the last couple of minutes.
He definitely didn't want Jerry to take him on and get down the line. So the ball gets wide. Jerry just driving, looking to get it on the outside. He commits very early and just takes him out, doesn't he?
He sure does.
Yeah, one of the ones I was a coach. If you're going to get booked, you make it worthwhile. I think that one was certainly worthwhile. Yep. The counter-attack, break it up. He left his foot in and made sure he caught him. Is there one final chance now for Northcote? Not sure how they got the free kick. That up there.
I reckon the whistle might go as soon as they kick it. Yeah, it does.
Jerry's offside. And that's it, eh? First half done.
First half done here. Round 7 FFA Cup action. We'll be back with you with some highlights of the first half and then, of course, the second half shortly. Welcome back to Paisley Park, Round 7 FFA Cup Victorian qualifying action. Mark Van Aken with you, Matthew McNamara on, as you can see on the screen, an absolutely miserable night in Melbourne. It started out cold, but now it is absolutely pouring down with rain, Matty.
It certainly is, mate. It certainly is. The staff don't look too keen to see the picture now just bucketing down. It was worse at half-time, Mark, wasn't it? It just came down out of nowhere. And it's continued. And we're just hoping this second 45 can be a little bit more exciting than the first, big fella.
Absolutely. Really only one shot in anger coming from Altona City.
Magic.
Altona City, of course, wrong club. Altona Magic. Anyway, I'll hand over to you.
No, it's okay. Long, hopeful ball. Could be a few of those tonight, Mark. Could be a bit hard to control the ball on the deck.
I was going to say, on the deck, it ain't going to go too well.
Certainly not. Soft free kick given Jack Morgan, the referee. We introduced him in the first half. Honos not too impressed. You see the rain, the players trying to shield their eyes a little bit. It looks cold, doesn't it?
It does. There was a bit of aggro too towards the end of the second half, so that was probably the best action of that first half in terms of.
It was a bit exciting, didn't it? Got a bit of excitement. See Troy Ruthven. Thank you, Teo. I've confirmed that it is Ruthven, not Ruthven, as you've been calling him. So, Ruthven, and you watch this back. Dinks the ball in. Petrovski, too strong in the Northcote goal so far. There really has been limited chances for both teams.
Certainly not a lot of work for Dewisha or Petrovski to do.
Absolutely not. See Northcote. Jaden Manafari. Going to keep the ball. Boglis try to get there first with Pistaninzi. Northcote keep the ball moving. Just this weather. Just wondering how much it's going to play havoc on both teams and their ability to play the ball around. Will it skid on a lot? Don't mind the odd reckless challenge in the wet weather either, Mark.
Yeah, that's right. It's definitely going to skid through. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind. And they're the ones there, even for like Dewisha, they're risky in these conditions where you just come out and go bang.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But both teams were quite cautious in the first half. Doesn't appear to be any changes just as yet. Who's been the more impressive? We've got two new signings played today, both coming in from overseas as well. So, Stan Boliev, my pronunciation probably not the best, not as good as yours, and Jacob Aliopoulos. Who's impressed you most in the first half?
Aliopoulos has been amongst it, but Stamble says probably shades him a bit.
Probably see a wasted opportunity from the Magic. Ball just lashed and straight over the top of the goal. Petrovski still remaining with not much to do. McShane was the man. Can't tell with these gold numbers though.
John McShane just grabbing at the ankle there. It's a constant problem for him. Don't know if these are special FFA Cup jerseys for Altona or...
Well, they're an Umbro kit, and they don't wear Umbro anymore. I just had a look at that then. So, not too sure the reasoning why they're not... I mean, the red and black, Mark, you've had them quite a lot. So, a little bit different.
Well, when you are on a nice live stream like this, you want to show off your traditional colours.
McShane doing quite well down the right-hand side. He wins himself a free kick. Too strong, the big man.
He is.
Just pushing players out of the way. He's limping around a little bit as well.
Yeah, he's a bit sore by the look of it.
Niggle. So he's coming over to take this free kick. Is Adrian Boglis. I've done your trick, mate. I've picked the wrong players. Robbie Stambolev. So over the ball. See what he can do. Worked magic last year at Preston. Scored plenty of goals. There's another umbrella pops up in front of us and makes it nice and hard to see. We'll refer back to the monitor. See what Altona can do here. Ball whipped in. Petrovski comes out very strongly. Northcote looking to break away. Honos just sets the ball back. And played forward. And they're off now. Danny Dixon driving down the right-hand side. No numbers coming in support. Lots of Altona players gathering around the area.
Well, they're Boglis on the left, so really...
Strike from distance. That's what we're talking about, isn't it? That skidding ball. Just put it just from outside the box. But you see the ball just falls in there. Jerry just striking it very easy for Rani, the wisher. Just watches it glide across him. A few players with gloves on. Troy Ruthven. Jerry as well. Not a fan of the gloves, Mark. A bit soft for my liking.
Oh, come on, mate.
See how cold it is.
3 degrees out there, I reckon.
Another one in front of us, Jaden Mataferri wearing the gloves as well. Former Melbourne City left back, or the Youth League. Spent some time there. And of course, had an unfortunate incident quite a while ago, a few years ago. The victim of an attack as well. Spent some time in hospital, but he's done very well to come back from that. Continue his form into the NPL this year. Plays right in front of us. Beckett, Boglis. Boglis wins out. Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 Altona Magic players around him. Does well to win the throw-in, Adrian Boglis.
I'll tell you what, just a second ago, Theodoropoulos really timed that tackle well, because if he just got it slightly wrong, he would have been in trouble.
He did well, 4 on 1. Got out of it with a throw-in. We'll see what they can produce. Left fullback stepping up.
How did the throws go with the gloves, though?
Who knows, mate? My players wouldn't know. They don't know how to wear them, so couldn't give you any feedback on that one. A little battle for possession. Altona win out. Looks like Gasparis, Ruthven, Almazi. He's going to keep the ball. Pistaninzi. Down the line, McShane strong. Charlie Beverley strong over the top as well. He's been in good form, Charlie Beverley, scoring a few goals. Centre half, getting up, popping up, scoring important goals. It's his second stint in Melbourne. He spent some time with Hume City previously from Queensland. Went home and then has come back and
he was up at far North Queensland, from memory.
Oh, you're testing me. You're testing me.
I think he was.
He wasn't that impressive at Hume, but he's done reasonably well for Northcote. Loves a long ball, and he played against us a few times. Gets the 9-9 out, mate, and just dinks it up.
And the rain has eased off a touch here, but it's still turning down.
You see the Magic just trying to thread the ball through. Doesn't quite work. Ball into the area. Awkwardly cleared away. But they keep possession. Northcote.
Just needed to be a metre or two to the right, and Melvin Beckett might have had our opening goal of the night.
He's doing well. Boglis is getting quite involved. He looks like he's hunched over in the middle of the park, so there could be something wrong with him. He's done quite a bit of work, holding his chest, maybe just short of breath. There he is. Interesting story, Boglis. Like I said earlier tonight, released from the Magic just before the transfer window at the start of the year, yet finds himself starting at a team in the league above. So, not too many players with that little bit of luck about them. And he has done quite well. Northcote, quite a bit of space in the middle of the park. Altona not pressing too aggressively this stage.
Certainly more opening to the game. The second half.
See Swithenbank just driving forward. Going to provide the extra numbers in the midfield. Adafari. In front of his coach, Eric Vasiliadis. Just rotating the ball. Honos, they're keeping the ball, but not really going anywhere, are they? Beverley, there's his trade. Well, I won't say it's his trademark, but long ball forward. Picked away by this Altona team. Both teams sort of struggling for any effective possession mark. They might keep the ball moving side to side here and there, but nothing really going forward.
Particularly meaningful at all so far, which would be frustrating, no doubt, both Eric Vasiliadis and Goran Lozanovski.
Both coaches, good friends as well. Of course, Goran Lozanovski, previous coach of Northcote, championship winner as well. Now coaching the Altona Magic. As Northcote drive forward. Oh, brought down. This could be a bit of trouble here. There's only been one player booked so far. for Northcote. And I think that's what Honos is saying as well. Storchevsky's coming in. Just trying to see who the player was.
I think it was Matt Wiley, and he's already on
Wiley,
yellow.
and he's the one who's on the card, isn't he?
He is.
Well, it's an interesting decision. He's given the free kick. Is a promising attack, possibly. Jack Morgan having none of it, though. As we see the replay, Honos drives past Mitt Wiley. Yeah, there's contact. Oh.
It was meaningful but incidental at the same time.
Yeah, but did he know what he was doing? He was leaning his body weight into him.
He did, but the correct decision from the referee to let it go.
Well, is this the big chance we were waiting for? Set piece. About 25 yards out. Big opportunity now. Boglis over it. Ball struck into the wall, though. Geez, you've really got to take these chances. These conditions, you don't have many chances from open play. You've got to do better than hitting the wall, don't you, Mark?
You do.
Really,
and also, even as we're talking about the fact it'll skid along the ground, even try and hit one low.
Yeah.
Because typically the wall is going to jump. You never know your luck in a big city. You might just get under that wall.
Well, you've got to be in it to win it, don't you? And hitting at the wall, I think you're out in straight sets. So not the most effective. But these conditions are challenging. We're probably very easy to commentate from here and nice. I won't say it's warm in the box, but it's certainly a bit warmer than outside. We tried to go outside at half time.
There you go. You can see the huddled masses.
Huddled masses?
Huddled masses?
Yes, huddled massos I thought it was the Macedonian crowd.
There we go.
But
nice play on words.
No. Of course, multicultural clubs here in Victoria. Thank you, FFA.
Trotsky. Long
Beckett,
one down.
maybe
Beckett.
a handball there from Beckett.
He's had a few tonight.
A little cheeky throw the arm next to the body, hope for the best.
He's saying.
He's pointing out the dirt on the shirt to the referee, saying it's hit me here. I'm trying to figure out, though, why they're wearing those Umbro kits. I'm still trying to...
Not sure we'll find out by the end of the broadcast. Frenching the hour mark, where you typically do see some substitutions. And it's probably a night where some of those blokes on the bench wouldn't mind getting out in the park and getting warm.
I'm not sure taking that jacket off. The ball swung into the area from Danny Dixon. Strike from outside the box, but to no avail.
Tackle from behind. Whistle blown.
Yeah, Swithenbank. Just
Spartis wants the...
no rush to give the ball back. You see here Gasparis. It's not much in it. It's a foul. Complaining you won the ball. You won the ball after you pushed him over, though, son. So clearly a free kick. As Altona keep the ball moving. Their position doesn't last for very long, nor does Northcote's as they just lump it. Send the ball forward. Boglis challenging with Pistoninzi. Pistoninzi wins out. Strong the challenge. Gasparis looking to find Litvin. A good challenge from Charlie Beverley. Does very well. Theodoropoulos dropping the ball to Honos. Honos with a no-look pass. Theodoropoulos driving forward. Lays it out wide. Looking for a good ball into the box.
Too slow.
Ball dinked in. You're right, Mark. It's too slow, isn't it? It's got to be first time, surely, from that area. Got to do much better.
Wiley just lands on his bum there. But, yeah, it just gives that defence that extra half second to set itself, get ready for the ball to come in. And the ball itself wasn't a fantastic one either.
It certainly wasn't. Quite disappointing. Rain continuing to pummel down. Northcote win the ball. Matafari driving down the left-hand side. Looks to dink a little ball in. Does quite well. Finds Dixon.
He might get it back here too.
Almazi guarding him. Dixon sets the ball. Swithenbank looking to find numbers in front of him. It's slow. Dixon coming back from an offside position. Lets the ball flow underneath him. It's quite poor. They're struggling in that final third, aren't they? Both teams just can't seem to find that killer pass, that player movement.
Certainly been a more enterprising 15 minutes, though, in the second half. No doubt both teams getting a bit of a pump up from the gaffers during the half-time break.
Certainly hope so. So see a long and hopeful ball from Altona. Fair to say Northcote probably started the best this second half. A few more chances. They are the NPL team, Mark. The NPL 2, well, second place at the moment, aren't they, Altona Magic? So
They are.
coming there, but we might look at the benches in a moment and see what's on there and who might be able to come on and make a change.
Well, I'll go through those with you next time we get a little bit of a break.
Altona, this is the ball on the edge of the area. Not do much with it though, unfortunately, as the rain probably gets a little bit heavier. If it could. Dixon breaking forward, he's got numbers in the middle. Oh, he's just played the ball behind Honos into Boglis. Oh, the ball. Geez, they could have done so much better there, Northcote. I think the ball from Danny Dixon just in behind Honos. It needed to be in front of him. Put it in front of him, give him something to move on to.
Melvin Beckett just catching him in the end.
Called his name a few times, haven't we? He's been involved.
Absolutely, he's been a live wire, he's been a spark plug. So on the bench for the outfield players, Darcy Zerafa, Robbie Namovsky, Jordan Wilkes and David Trajanowski. That's for Altona.
Northcote appeals for a penalty. Jack Morgan having absolutely none of it. We'll see if a replay can come through of that one, but the claims weren't too ferocious, were they, for the Northcote players? A few little screams and shouts.
And for Northcote City on the bench, George Stavridis, Anthony Ramsey, Noah Mialides and Andrew Doig. So
Anthony Ramsey probably more attacking option. Noah Mialides is an attacker as well. We're going to see our first sub of the evening though, Mark. And it will be Robbie Naumovsky. Who do you think he will be replacing for Altona?
let's find out.
Okay, well, Altona with a free kick. They might want to bring on Robbie Naumovsky now. I'm just trying to see the fourth official board.
And it's actually Gasparis coming off.
So Marino Gasparis. Surprising, Mark?
I think so. I mean, he's been one of the better players, and he's one of the better players. And he's gotten amongst it, and he's been as controlling as possible in a game like this.
Doesn't look too impressive coming off, does he?
No, he's not.
not at all.
Don't know what language that's in, but...
Taking his time. No, he's not impressed at all. Kicks a bottle, as you do. Anyway, set piece time for the Altona Magic. Troy Ruthven over the ball. Some big targets in the area. Dinks the ball in. Nodded away. Northcote too big, too strong. Could be better delivery. Drops the ball back to Mitwali. Troy Ruthven.
Ruthven.
I've done it myself. Put $1 in the kitty. Hope he's not listening, our friend Teo. Too busy with his Fox Sports career, I'm sure, now to be listening to us.
Well, that one's just dropped awkwardly there.
What's the weather, isn't it? That's the weather. You know, these sort of games, you put the ball in the mixer, and anything can happen. You see an Altona Magic corner. They haven't gone forward too much, so this corner, one of their first real chances of this second period. Melvin Beckett. We'll see what he can do.
He's got to land this in the middle. He's got to find John McShane.
Ball whipped in. Awkward for Petrovski, but he gets there. Not much on the counter, so he slows things down. He's done well tonight, Petrovski. Hasn't had much to do, but he's controlled his area quite well. His distribution's been good. He's been on the bench quite a lot of the year, but has taken out that number one spot from Fraser Chalmers. See his long ball. Bogger, Pistaninzi. Pistaninzi wins out, and Charlie Beverley's there to mop things up.
Thought they might have gone wrong there, Northcote City.
They play themselves out of trouble, though, quite well. Theodoropoulos is combining quite well with Honos. Honos, the linkage. He's playing a little bit deeper, I think, this half, Ross Honos. See Dixon. Salados just loses the ball. Oh, when he comes back in.
That'll be a card.
Bit of a nasty challenge. A few of the Altona players aren't too impressed. Referee gets over nice and quickly. Deals with it. It's a yellow card, nothing more. Stoichevsky getting stuck in, letting him know. Larry Malmazzi over there as well.
Let's have a look at the replay.
It's cheap, isn't it? It's a cheap one. Not what you want to see, but, you know, like I said, it's a yellow card, nothing more. Move on with it. He's been booked. Let's just play the game.
So Jerry Siliadis.
Former Melbourne City Youth League player as well. He's one of a few players out there. Theodoropoulos, was he at Melbourne City, I believe, too?
I want to say
Phil
yes.
Petrovski was at Melbourne City. Jaden Mafari, Melbourne City. So there's a few of them.
So they boast about the academy, but they end up playing in the NPL.
Well, not everyone can make it, despite what every parent believes. Little Johnny's a superstar. Security guards knocking the ball back. They're not too keen to stand out in the wet weather, are they?
No, they're in the race.
Quite intelligent. Stoichevsky restarting play. Ball travels forward. Dixon looking to find Boglis. Can't find him. Poor ball, wasn't it?
It was a nothing ball. It just slid straight through to Rani Duisha. Almazi. So I might get you to check some scores around the nation.
We'll go and get those now and see all the live scores. We have the next little break. Pistaninzi looking to retain the ball with Almazi. And sort of a hopeful ball forward.
Almazi is a very good defender for his age. Also is good at turning defence into attack, but hasn't really managed to do that too much tonight.
You'll see the Magic breaking through. Oh, it was a crude challenge on the edge of the area as well. There could be another card, and what a fantastic opportunity this is going to be for Altona Magic. It was a nasty tackle from Meliopoulos. Certainly caught Troy Ruthven, but what a chance this is going to be. Another dollar in the kitty. Troy Ruthven. Oh, that's a nasty tackle.
Lucky it was just outside that 18-yard.
Well, who takes this one? We'll see who's standing over the ball. Ruthven's over the ball. Stoichevsky's a left-footed option. He'll be pretty keen to wrap his foot around it. The Altona Magic captain. Well, 67 minutes gone. We need a goal to spark things up, don't we?
I think that ref wants to move that wall back a touch.
Well, there's only one man taking this free kick, and that's Stan Boliev. He stands over the ball. I think he's the man to take it. It is Stan Boliev. He drives it just wide. It was a good strike.
Close.
It was a great strike. But once he put that ball down, I saw the look on his face as the camera zoomed in. There was nobody else taking that free kick. I think he mishits it a little bit, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to get around the wall, understanding in these conditions it's probably too hard to curl it, to try and get that, real bit of skill behind it. And Petrovski looks like he might have had it regardless. He was certainly in the right spot.
He was there. We'll jump around the grounds quickly. We'll wait for this goal kick to be taken. Port Melbourne 1, Moreland Zebras 1. So they've equalised the NPL side. NPL 2, Moreland Zebras. They're still holding the 1-1 draw. And they're not a bad team, so we'll see how they go. There's Northcote complaining for a free kick, thinking Almazi was all over. Somebody up there, just trying to see, might have been Theodoropoulos on our screen. Altona looking to go forward. Beverley just really throwing the elbows around when he goes up for these headers. The ball in the middle of the park, given away cheaply again. I tell you don't want to keep giving this ball away. Might be a good ending to the night if that keeps happening. But Northcote quite comfortable at the back, aren't they? Playing the ball around. Matafari looking to release Boglis, but Almazi saw it coming. We'll finish off these scores, Mark. Port Melbourne 1, Moreland Zebras 1. Sydney Olympic still trailing Apia Tigers. Well, let's go back for a moment because Port Melbourne 1, Moreland Zebras 2.
Ooh, and another nasty tackle there.
It's a card
from Daniel Dixon, so he goes in the book as well.
Yeah, it's a late one, wasn't it?
It was started to get a bit of that aggro we were seeing towards the end of the first half into the game.
It's just some frustration from some players to impress. Things aren't going their way. It's very hard.
Only seen the one substitution so far.
Well, as a coach, do you keep them up your sleeve? Do you roll the dice and try and win in 90 minutes? Very, very hard, but just repeating. We'll come back to the scores in a moment. Swithenbank almost loses the ball. Theodoropoulos, he loses the ball, he sends it long. Mitwali hasn't had as much to do in the second half, has he? Made one small foul, but he had quite a bit to do in the first half.
Yeah, absolutely, but it is, of course, I'm sure Northcote City fans would say lucky not to cop a second yellow card.
Yeah, it certainly was a chance, but Northcote looking to move the game quickly. Not wanting to hang around. They want this over and done within 90 minutes. I'll tell you what, if I was out there in this cold too, I'd be thinking the exact same. I think me and you are also barracking for a 90-minute finish too, mate. So
I think everyone here tonight is.
Boglis is pushing down the left. Oh, good challenge. Ruthven coming over, getting himself in the way. He's had a decent game, Adrian Boglis. He's got a wicked left foot, some awesome pace about him. I think his issue's been consistency over the years, but he's getting some regular minutes with Northcote. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. Maybe a moment of magic tonight from him.
Pun intended or not?
Unintended. Magic against magic. Magic of the cup. So
there we go. And don't forget that.
Do.
Don't forget that one. Hashtag Magic of the Cup. If you want to chat about this game or any of the games, of course, happening around Australia tonight, that's the place to go.
We'll get back to you with some live scores.
And we can tell you, as you can probably see, the rain has finally stopped. So that might see the game clean up a bit, but of course the pitch is still going to be soggy underfoot. There we go, shot of the lights.
It's a very cool night. So we'll grab some of these scores now. We have a momentary break. Port Melbourne 1, Moreland Zebras 2. So the Zebras take the lead away from home. Sydney Olympic 0, Apia Tigers 1. So no change to the score at half-time there. Moreton Bay United 2, Olympic FC 1. So Moreton Bay, 20 minutes to go for them. Can they hold on? Be one of Queensland's representatives. Hills Brumbies 1, Bonnyrigg 1. Bonnyrigg coming back to score. So 1-1 there between the NPL 1 and NPL 2 team in Sydney. The only goalless game of the night is here, Mark. It's 0-0. Rockdale 1, Blacktown City 2. So they're continuing their good run in the Cup. Tarrawanna, the association level 6 team. Good night to them. 3-0 down against Hakoa, and they've only got 10 men. And Marconi Stallions, they're 2-0 up against Gladesville Hornby Spirit. So 2 second-half goals coming. So
try saying that twice, standing on your head.
Yes, I think I shortened it too. So they're not looking too good. So some of the NPL teams in Sydney, the old NSL teams, Apia Leichhardt, Marconi Stallions, look like they're heading through. It's always good to see these big clubs back.
Some of the old names that may well make up this, not alleged, what are we looking for? The championship they're trying to push for, the second division.
It's gone very quiet, the second division. Not much talk lately. So
the only real talk is the Southwestern Sydney bid, who recognise that they are probably too late to be in the mix. Anyway, let's get back to this.
Danny Dixon, the cut inside.
Wiley nearly caught him.
Jeez, he's got to be careful, doesn't he?
Well, the last thing you need right now with 15 minutes to go in wet weather is to go down to 10 men.
There's a change coming. I see the fourth official playing with his board. Adafari offside. Going to watch his line. Stonewall getting forward at times, but can't be drifting offside. And question coming through on Facebook, is DK playing? Of course, talking about young Kaczynski, the Canadian striker that Altona Magic signed recently from Geelong. He's cup-tied. So he's cup-tied, not eligible for tonight. Both clubs having new signings. Altona Magic, number 7, Rob Stomboliev, former Preston Lions player, joining today, eligible, and Jacob Aliopoulos for Northcote. So both teams with new players. Happy the transfer window opened up earlier this week. Get them in. And 74 minutes gone. Still waiting for a really good opportunity. There's a little foul Been plenty of little niggly fouls in this second period. Apia have scored another goal up in Sydney, so can they progress to the next round? Looking to take out the current league leaders of the Sydney NPL. Sydney Olympic would be, I won't say to be a shock, but big teams get eliminated.
Now, Amazi went down there. Was there a foul? Referee says yes.
Certainly got quite a bit of mud over that white shirt. Not sure the kit man would be too pleased with the club decision to wear a white kit in a night like this.
Plenty of bleach coming out during the week here at the Magic. Although, with the weekend's game, no doubt will be back in the red and black, or even the silver kit that they've worn at times this season.
They're pushing forward now, Northcote. Salados out wide, whips the ball across the face of goal. Almazi just steps in the way, puts his foot through it. And a free kick to the Magic. It was a high foot. Swithenbank not to impress the referee's decision, letting young Jack Morgan know. It's good at giving the banter back though, Jack. He doesn't mind taking it. Gives it back occasionally. He did send off that man on screen, Eric Vasiliadis, early in the year as well. So he got turfed in the game against Pascoe Vale, I believe. The fourth official over there is having a word to him. It's Altona pushing forward. Ball cut back. McShane. Was he clipped? He doesn't look like he's...
I don't know. Matafevri was there really in the middle, so I don't think they had too much to worry about really.
Yeah. I'm just not sure. McShane's gone down. No real appeals from the Altona bench, right in front of us. Eliopoulos is coming over, a little pat on the back. I thought he might have been caught there, John McShane, but no appeals forthcoming.
Well, I reckon he did, because he just had a...
Not to impress, is he?
Nice little word there to Beverley.
So 76 minutes gone, Northcote haven't made a change. I wonder what Eric Vasiliadis is thinking. I hope he's not thinking, let's wait for extra time.
Don't pull a Usadinkinus, Eric. There we go. We had a little sneak peek at the board there.
Something happening. Getting ready for a change, hopefully.
Just can't really see anyone.
Someone to bring some excitement. So 17 coming on. 17 is Noah Mihalidis. And Danny Dixon potentially coming off is what we're being told. So there is no Fox Sports here. We don't have our own little guy on the sidelines roving around getting us the information. We do have a very good cameraman up top though, Sean Ellicott. The second best in the business behind Nathan Sack.
Dave Barker goes all right too.
Dave's all right. Got to give a shout out to NMS Media. Eric Vasiliadis urging his team. We'll be happy with what they've seen so far. I mean, Altona, they're an NPL2 team, but everyone knows they're a team of very high quality. It's Danny Dixon looking to break through. 1v1. Dixon on his left foot. Dixon scores! Danny Dixon, he gives Northcote the lead, and just as they're about to take him off, his left-footed strike puts them in the lead. Wow, the celebrations down there on the Northcote bench. A fantastic strike. And Northcote, one goal to the good mark. Is it enough now? 12 minutes to go.
Well, we'll see. There needs to be a reaction. Let's have a look at the goal first. It was just a great solo run. Wiley was there, but just couldn't quite stop him. And then didn't give much of a chance there for Rani Dewisha.
Wow, it's deflected over Rani Dewisha.
Gorodnoski, usually a bloke you see up and down that sideline, but maybe he just doesn't like the rain because I haven't seen much of him tonight.
Looking to make a sub too, I believe. David Trajanowski, he's readying himself to come on. Just trying to see the taking off.
Well, I don't think it's going to be Dixon anymore.
No, Altona. Is it Ben Litfin making way?
I believe it is.
It is. So Ben Litfin comes off. And David Trajanowski comes on. And with 12 minutes to go, there's plenty of work for him to do. There's now Movsky on the ball. We haven't called his name yet. Hasn't been too effective so far since he's come on. Stemboliev pushing down the left side. Lindsay's team a throw in. Well, 10 minutes to go. It's going to be time to unload the kitchen sink soon. Altona, ball in the box. Now Movsky flicked on McShane. Beckett coming in at the back post but can't arrive in time. And Petrovsky in absolutely no rush to get the ball back into play, Mark.
No, I think that dive might have been intentional, just to give his team an extra couple of seconds. 10 minutes to play.
Honos picking up a loose ball. Salados out wide on the right. What can he do? Looks to get the ball into the back post. Bogless. He's got time. Pistons, he needs to be a little bit closer. Dixon. Back to Honos. He goes down the area.
And that's a penalty.
Well, Mitwali, he'll be lucky to escape a caution because he's had a few fouls this half.
And that'll be second, so that's going to add insult to injury if indeed he cops the yellow card here.
Well, he has escaped. And you see there, oh, geez, I'm not totally sold on that one. Mitwali with the foul. Honos with a fantastic reverse ball in behind as well. And Danny Dixon will take the penalty.
So looking
this
for a
would
race.
wrap things up, wouldn't it?
You would think so.
So it will be Dixon, 81st minute. Can he put Altona 2-0 up? Dixon drives it in the bottom corner. No chance to Wisher. And Northcote City are on their way to the FFA Cup round of 32 for the very first time.
The best they've done previously was the 4th round, so it's a big effort for the club.
Wow, what a massive step up. They'll be very, very pleased with that.
And that's completely silenced. Not that it was the most boisterous crowd here tonight, but that grandstand side, which would be full of Altona Magic fans. And they might start, you can already start seeing some of them clear out.
Comments coming through on social media. Brenton Ray, shut the gates, you'd think now. I think so. The celebrations are, well, the champagne's on ice, Mark. I think they'll be getting ready.
Well, as you said, really right now, you need to just throw everything you possibly can forward for Altona.
See if they're trying to make any subs, see who's left on that bench. Darcy Zarefa and Jordan Wilkes. So Wilkes is a centre half, and I'm not sure about Darcy Zarefa.
The reality is it's not a league game, so goal difference means nothing, so you might as well at least try and get a goal back, or 2 goals back in this instance.
Well, Almazi just travelling forward. He's got some support out wide on the right. Trechanovsky. Oh, he's looked to cut the ball, chop it inside. It's come off his own leg. Out for a goal kick.
Doesn't matter if you lose by 3 goals or 4 goals. If you lose in a cup game.
That you certainly do. And Petrovsky in absolutely no rush. It all sprung to life, didn't it? Period of 5 or 6 minutes, 2 goals. Danny Dixon, we saw the board, Mark. He was coming off. Noah Mihalidis.
So Henrik Vasiliadis be pretty happy they didn't make that decision a minute or 2 earlier.
Absolutely.
Because now he's got a brace. There he is again, nearly getting a little clip over the head. And now they're chock full of confidence, Northcote City.
Look at a foul. It's Honos now, out wide. Salados cuts inside. Can he win it? Oh, it's over the bar. That would have sealed it. His left-footed strike. No good. Steve Janoski put DK on. No DK tonight, mate. No DK for your mob anymore either. Of course, Kaczynski will play his first game this weekend for the Magic. Who send the ball forward. Can't keep possession though. And it's Honos again. It's been quite influential this second half. Out wide, Salados. He's had plenty of the ball, just lacking the final delivery tonight. Cuts inside, gets crunched. Mitwali, strong challenge. Beckett drives away. They've got to score soon, Altona, if they want to keep any hope of making the next round. Trajanowski brings it inside. Beckett pulled back. Free kick. Well, here's a chance.
And the referee wants to have a chat.
Here comes that sub too. So it's 17 coming on. Noah Mihailidis. It'll be Danny Dixon coming off. He's a bit sore, Danny Dixon. I'm not sure if he's selling the porcupines or he's actually feeling a bit of a knock. But given he was going to come off a few minutes ago, I'll give it a bit of trust with him this one. He looks done, but, you know, 2 goals.
He looks pretty downtrodden for a bloke who's just won his team through to the round of 32.
Yeah, he looks like he's stuffed, so he'll be coming off. Mihailidis coming on. But let's talk about this chance for Altona. 25 yards out, probably directly in front in AFL terms. Stojcevski over the ball this time, and Troy Ruthven. I'd say it'd be Stojcevski.
I reckon Ruthven will do the decoy. Stojcevski will take it.
Mihailidis straight back into defence. He might jump straight at that wall as well. Well, they've got to score here. They want any chance of holding on.
It's actually looking like Ruthven, actually.
Ruthven tries to bend it round.
Just over the top.
Too much. 86 minutes played almost. That could be it. Goran Loznovsky. It's encouraging the 4th official to send the ball in. Looks very, very unimpressed at the moment, does Loza. His team looking like they're heading out of the cup and not progressing any further. Loznovsky not happy with the referee, telling Petrovsky to hurry up.
They only won one of the last 5 games coming in tonight, Northcote City, but that means very, very little. And it just might be the catalyst too to pick up their league form, sitting in 11th place.
Magic, another chance to throw the ball forward. Troy Ruthven, Mitwali, got to move it forward soon. Stojcevski out on the left. Another free kick opportunity. It's a chance to send the boys in the box. Be interesting to start sending some numbers forward. Not everyone's going forward though, unfortunately. Thought they might have committed a few more. There's only one player back. It's going to be some good delivery here. We'll see what they can do. So Altona surely must score here to keep themselves alive. Ball into the area. Flicked on. El Mazi at the back post. Needs to deliver the ball. Good ball into the box. Becker couldn't get there. Volley towards goal.
And just runs across for a goal kick.
Wide it goes.
And when do you send Rani to Wishu up there, mate, for the next...
He would have been there already if it was me, but, you know, at 2-0 down, you almost concede that it's going to be very, very hard. But like you say, Mark, there's no goal difference tonight. Nobody really cares.
And as Bill Shankly said, only takes a second to score a goal, and all we do here is get it back to 2-1. Hope for some a little bit of argy-bargy going on now.
Troy Ruthven. Mihailidis.
Yeah, all you do is bring it back to 2-1. We've seen plenty of times late in games that you get that late goal and then all of a sudden leading team panics.
As the lights in the in the commentary box come crashing down.
Oh, Jesus.
Might have to give Electrical Connectivity Australia a call. Get Igor across to come.
We will be talking to Igor post-game. Don't worry about that.
Not sure tonight will be the night, though. We might actually have that conversation. But Northcote are readying up another substitution. George Stavridis, defender, coming on. So he'll just be there to shore things up. That light looks like it's going to come down any minute on top of us. On top of you, I should say, Mark.
I was going to say.
And there will be another substitution. So Jerry Salados coming off. He's had an eventful night. Did a lot without doing too much, probably the best way to say it. So he's coming off, and Stavridis coming on. Like we said, another defender. As we tick towards injury time, just 1 minute of normal time remaining. Salados probably moving at my pace at the moment, Mark, trying to come off this ground. In absolutely no rush at all. Jack Morgan holding the watch. Thanks, Jack. Keeps you a bit longer. Just get some great footage again from VidNet.
There we go, Electricity Wizard.
Electricity Wizard, electricitywizard.com.au. Check it out. One of them sponsors of Northcote City. Sponsor quite a few clubs. Thank you, Electricity Wizard. for Almazi with the throw in for Altona. Now just trying to check how long will be added on. The fourth official board is about to go up.
My tip is 3.
3 minutes is the tip from Mark Van Aken. Now trying to get a camera on the board. That the fourth official just trying to hide it as best he can. He's being very secretive, but we have confirmed.
It is 3. Dave Barker confirms. There we go.
Was giving us a certain salute then, mate. It was a 3-minute call, so as Altona almost lose the ball, but the key in possession. So we've started the first of those 3 minutes now. So we tick into injury time. 3 minutes to be added on. 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes for Altona to overcome a 2-goal deficit.
Reminder, June 26 is when we find out exactly who's playing where in that round of 32 national stage. And the final moved to October 31. And of course, it's a small matter of the FIFA World Cup in between. And you've got something coming through on social. No, not quite.
No, sorry. Nick Tolios, the Kingston coach, just getting some updates. Looking for some sponsorship. Electricity Wizard. He's, why they're not sponsoring why sponsor Northcote, not Kingston. Good coach, Nick Tolios. His team eliminated last week. Game that myself and Teo called, Mark. Knocked out to the Bentley Greens. Good 1-1 draw against your mate, Arthur Pappas, on Monday night.
Yeah, absolutely. He wouldn't be happy with that.
No, he wouldn't. Charlie Beverley just dinking the ball in the corner. Ruthven. Strong in a challenge, Ruthven. Oh, a bit of afters as well. Bit of pushing and shoving. He wasn't too impressed with Theodoropoulos.
Tell you what.
And now Marzi coming in with Matafari as well.
Troy Ruthven.
He probably overreacted, to be honest.
Just doesn't mind a little bit of push and shove, does he?
No, I think a little bit of frustration, to be fair. There's only a minute and a half to go. Zanovsky not too impressed. David Chick, the assistant coach for Northcote.
Troy Ruthven getting the right act read to him by the referee.
No time for this, though. They need to get the ball forward. DeWisher sends it long towards McShane, but over the big man. The Scotsman can't get there. Oh, it was a bit of a late challenge. Theodoropoulos.
That was a hip and shoulder.
He's given him a bit of late contact. He'll go into the book for it, as we see another little scuffle breaking out. 2 separate scuffles breaking out. Stoichevsky,
and I'll tell you what,
Swithenbank.
Northcote are going to be careful here because Altona are done with this competition.
Yeah, absolutely.
Northcote don't want cards. Not sure the situation.
Picking up the referee's yellow card. Jack Morgan lost his card in the scuffle. Pistons are handing it back to him. Normally Piston is being handed the card himself, but we'll see Theodoropoulos going to the book for his late challenge on Troy Ruthven. Northcote won't mind this though. Just slow the game down, kill it off. We'll go back to see the replay.
Did we catch it? No, we
missed
it. If we saw it in real time, look, a nice big bear hug there from Mantini.
Okay, well, this is the final roll of the dice. The 3 minutes of time added on are up. The referee might add another one for the few instances we've had of a few scuffles. Ball played forward. Oh, Marzi on the volley.
Late consolation one, they can't.
But he can't get there.
And that does it.
All done, all over. Northcote City progressed for the first time to the round of 32. Their coach, Eric Vasiliadis, on screen at the moment. A very happy man. My understanding it's his first venture as well into the round of 32. He shakes hands with his good friend Goran Loznovsky of the Altona Magic. And Mark, a just result in the end?
Well, the score doesn't lie. At the end of the day, Northcote took their chances. The pen, was it there? Maybe, maybe not. But they just scored the goal. It's about scoring goals. There was really only one proper chance for Altona, which Marino Gasparis would be, very unhappy with himself with.
Yep.
And so I guess you've got to say absolutely yes. And Eric Vasiliadis, after leaving Port Melbourne, having that very short stint at Melbourne Knights, probably at the lowest ebb of his really young coaching career, and now here he is with a team that's mid-table in the NPL and now into the national stage of the FFA Cup.
He's done a great job. He's done a great job. They started off very, very slowly. You know, their pre-season form was quite sketchy, but their performances recently have been very, very good. And Northcote 2, Altona 0, and they do progress to the next round of the FFA Cup. I do believe we'll have a camera in the dressing rooms as well, Mark, to see this sign. The passion these boys are going to show for this Northcote shirt will be quite strong. It's a very famous song, the Northcote boys. I love to sing it loud and proud. And hopefully our camera can be in there as we'll quickly whip around the grounds and also try and get some other scores.
We'll see about getting in those rooms.
Not sure the camera can reach that far.
That's right.
That's the problem.
Our cords, plus it's wet. Let's have a look at the couple of goals, then we'll wrap up the around the grounds, so to speak, and then bid you adieu. So here he comes, Danny Dixon. Matt Wiley just tried his hardest, just couldn't jockey him in.
Yeah, he got a toe to it, didn't he? That toe took the ball over Riley DeWisher before Danny Dixon again stepped up. The penalty.
And that's how you take him in the wet, nice and low.
It's a great effort there. So we'll wrap up some of these scores. Port Melbourne 1, Moreland Zebras 2. That game is in injury time at the moment, and that looks like an NPL 2 side from Victoria will be progressing, Mark. It won't be the Altona Magic, but it will be the Moreland Zebras. So Moreland Zebras 2, leading Port Melbourne 1. In Queensland, Moreton Bay United 2, FC Olympic 2. One of their new signings, Alex Smith, scoring 2 goals on debut today. So 2-2 up there, so that one's off to extra time. In Sydney, Marconi Stallions 2 have defeated the Gladesville Hornsby Spirit 1. Sydney Olympic league leaders 0, Apia Tigers 3. So a demolishing from the Italian side, the Apia Tigers. Hills Brumbies 1, Bonnyrigg White Eagles 2, Rockdale 3, Blackdown 2, and Tarrawanna were beaten 4-0 by Hakoa.
Which actually, in the end, wasn't a bad result, considering where they're coming from.
No, absolutely.
Hey, look, on behalf of myself, Mark Van Aken, of course, you, Matt Namara, and our entire team, thanks for watching tonight. And, of course, keep following the magic of the Cup.